Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird, then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, Here are your two artsy gals.
Hey listeners, Katie here. Yay! It cooled down in Portland enough that I could actually sit upstairs in my studio and not have a heat stroke. So yay, I got to edit your new episode and here it is. And if you want to keep new episodes like this coming at you, we need your support because Two Artsy Gals is a 100% listener supported podcast. If you skip over this part of the show, don't skip because you might be missing information like this. We're doing a giveaway, and in order to qualify for the giveaway, you need to rate and review Two Artsy Gals on iTunes, which is super easy. Just go to iTunes, you find us, and you leave feedback. You leave a review. Give us some stars. Say some things. You don't have to write a fucking novel. Just say, hey, I like this podcast. Just because if the more ratings and reviews we get, the higher we are bumped up in the ratings and the more people find us in iTunes when they're searching the thousands and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of podcasts available. If you do that and you screenshot your review and email it to twoartsygals@gmail.com, or you upload it to the wall in our Facebook group, which you should join if you do not belong. It's Two Artsy Gals Making Cool Shit, yo. We will put your name in the hat, and when we reach 25 reviews, we will draw your name, and we will send you a pencil bag with the Two Artsy Gals logo on it, or a pencil bag with the Making Cool Shit Yo logo on it. Whichever one you want, it's your choice. And we will do that drawing the moment we reach 25 reviews. And we'll probably do more drawings for more things incrementally because we want more reviews. You can also support us in another easy way, which is to just tell people about the podcast. Spread the word about Two Artsy Gals. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your great aunt. Show her how to listen to a podcast. Anyone that you think might enjoy us, tell them. Tell them about us. You can tell them on social media. We're on all the social medias. We're on Facebook. We have a fan page on Facebook, Two Artsy Gals, and as I mentioned, we have the group, which we are building a really cool little community of people who like to talk about art and swear. So come join that. That's awesome. Can't go wrong. We're also on Instagram and Twitter as Two Artsy Gals. We have a Pinterest account for the show, and we post a Pinterest board for almost every episode. And you can always link to our social media from twoartsygals.com. Another thing that you can do at twoartsygals.com is donate money to the podcast. If you like listening to us and you want to help us out monetarily, which really helps us keep the show going, you can click the donate button and send us a one-time donation or set up a monthly donation, whatever you feel, whatever works. It all helps us. You can also donate items from our Amazon wish list. Sometimes we want to talk about stuff, but we can't afford to buy it, so we don't get to do the episode on it. And if you go through there and check out the things on there that we have, you might see something you want to hear us talk about. So you can donate that to the show. I did all this backwards. It feels so weird. Now I feel like I'm going to miss something. Oh well. Anyway, you can email us at twoartsygals@gmail.com. We love hearing from you guys. Send us questions. Send us pictures of the cool shit you're making. Send us suggestions for shows. We're always looking for suggestions for shows because I'm always afraid we're going to run out of shit to talk about. And if you don't want to email us, if that's just not your jam, you can call and leave us a voicemail at 503-395-7190. And I pardon my husband coughing in the background. He's homesick today, and I'm pretty sure he's going to cough along up. Anyway, those are all the things that you can do. If you leave us a message, we'll play it on the show. Speaking of the show, here it is. It's a long one with a crazy rambling intro, and we hope you like it. Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Lonnie.
And you're listening to Two Artsy Gals! Yay! Oh my god, I haven't yelled yay in like 2 weeks.
I know, it feels kind of good. Yeah, it feels like
It's going to be so weird for me looking at you with my glasses on because I actually made notes and I have to read them, so I need my glasses. But no.
Now you can really see my acne and stuff.
You have no acne?
A little thing.
I don't see any. I don't see a single blemish on your face.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm worried that my glasses are magnifying my sty. So you're like,
no.
I have
It's
a sty.
very
it's
little.
gross. I hate it. It hurts. It burns.
They hurt. Yeah,
It really stings. And I tried to put makeup on because Kurt and I went to see Wonder Woman last weekend. And I was like, I'm not going out without makeup on. Which I cried during the movie. And then my makeup ran into my fucking sty.
Oh,
I just didn't put makeup on that spot.
Ow.
Yeah. And then I'm like, ow, my eye's on fire. But Wonder Woman's kicking so much ass.
Yep.
I also had I got these new underwear. They were seriously marked down for 89 cents at Walmart.
Wow.
But they're super cute. They're little white underwear with little teeny tiny red rosebuds on them, and they have little scallops on them, and they're just cute.
Yeah.
So they were 89 cents. Who the fuck can go wrong with 89 cents? Well, those underwear can go wrong because they went. Not only did I have a wedgie, they just went up every crack available to them.
Oh no!
So I had a front wedgie and back wedgie.
Oh my gosh!
And I was doing this thing where you're you're trying to scooch and force them to come out of your ass crack,
right? But then you're
without
pushing them up there farther.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I was like, maybe I can just go to the bathroom and take them off and throw them away. That was it was that bad.
Oh,
that was
no.
the solution in my head.
I wonder why that happens, if it's the leg elastic.
I think that it's just, it's really skinny elastic.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then I didn't want to miss any of the movie. So I just watched it with the worst fucking wedgie of my life. It was bad. I already missed the fucking previews because fucking hey, I always forget what a pain in the ass it is going to the Aladdin theater, the one on Hawthorne.
Oh yeah,
the McMinimums theater.
Yes,
because there's one screen, and they serve pizza and beer. So we got there early, but the line was already clear down the hall. It was insane. So I went and got our seats and then texted Kurt where we were, which he never looks at his fucking phone.
Oh, of course.
When he gets a text. Because I said, I'll text you where I'm sitting. So then he does this dumb thing that we used to make the kids do in Powell's. When we would take them, they would have to, when Kurt went, woogie, 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 the kids would have to say woogie, woogie, woogie back, which they thought was hilarious when they were in elementary school. But when they got into middle school and high school, they would try not to do it, which would just make Kurt louder.
Oh no.
Which is what I try to do, which just makes Kurt louder. So there's this big fucking wild-haired orange dude going woogie, woogie, woogie all over the fucking theater. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to say over here because then people are going to be like, oh, he's with her. How nice of her to take the mentally challenged man out. That's what I feel like. But anyway, yeah. So he got the food, and then right as the previews were going to start, I'm like, I'm going to want popcorn. But I'm not going to want to get up and get it. So maybe I should go get popcorn now. So I ran and got because I just had him grab me a slice.
Yum.
And a soda. So I ran and I got our popcorn and stuff. And I missed all the previews. Which is kind of part of the movie experience.
Yeah.
However, I know that there was probably a preview for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's coming soon.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of okay with... Because I was standing there, leaning down. Because you know how at the Aladdin, there's, that weird... The walkway that goes up.
Yeah, yeah.
The ramp. So that's where you... It was clear back to the other side of the ramp.
Oh, my gosh.
So when I came out for popcorn, it was only about halfway there. And I was standing behind this guy. And I was, leaning to see if I could see the previews. And then I was like, oh, shit. And the line was moving. And I'm like, oh, well, to myself, because I forget that other human beings can hear me talk out loud to myself. I'm like, oh, well, it was probably a fucking trailer for it anyway. I don't want to watch that shit. And that guy turns around and goes, right? And then we had this, bonding moment over the fact that clowns are just a no in any circumstance.
Nice.
But I got right as the opening credits started. I'm right as the movie started, I landed in my seat. So, have you seen Wonder Woman yet?
No.
Dude, go fucking see Wonder Woman for real.
I know. Scott
take your bratty fucking
friends.
kid.
Yeah.
That's bad form, Scott. If you're listening, that is bad form. You take the women in your life to see Wonder Woman.
I know.
Not your dorky work buddy. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll watch it again. You and Colin and I should go see it.
Yeah. I would love to. I've heard good things.
So good. So
Yeah.
good I cried. Like,
Aw.
I seriously cried. And then it made me want grown-up underoos, which I got up and looked online, and they do sell them in plus sizes. They're just out of my size.
I'm going to make some.
I just want some.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care how I get them. I want Wonder Woman underoos. I can't even. What have you been doing?
So many things. Just crafty things. Like, I'm a little manic, I think.
Really?
Like, yeah. Just, I'm like, I need to do stuff. I need to fill my time. So I've been like ice dyeing
you on the
fabric.
crack?
No.
How did that turn out? You never showed me a picture of the fabric.
Oh yeah, because I didn't know if you wanted to see it yet, but it turned out awesome.
I always want to see it.
Well, the first time there wasn't enough color, so I did it again.
all the pretty colors was the first. Yeah, that was.
I have pictures in my phone, but so let's see if I can find.
We're gonna do probably sometime. I don't know. So I should say this while you're looking for those now. We might. Usually, we take a week off once a quarter, I'll say.
That was the first time.
But it's so pretty.
I know, it was pretty. I hope I didn't ruin it.
Usually we have a 1 week break once a quarter for me to plan, like what I call the seasons. So I plan for each season. Oh my God, that's so pretty. I love it.
I made it more colorful.
Is it
I wanted less white.
Is it a woven or a knit fabric?
It's knit. It's cotton lycra, so
nice.
I'm gonna make some cute stuff.
But
So,
anyway, so we might have some periodically this summer. Lonnie and I are busy this summer. We got shit to do. Lonnie's not saying this out loud, but Lonnie's getting married this summer.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that.
And she's going on.
Oh yeah, I was gonna make a dress too at some point.
Yeah, she's going on.
Oh, I'm painting my bathroom.
And she's gonna go on a 2-week honeymoon, right?
Mhm.
You guys are gonna be gone for 2 whole weeks, aren't you?
Almost
yeah. 2 whole weeks. So
I guess.
So
I'm stressed out about that, but anyway.
Well, we'll talk about it off the thing.
Yeah.
But also, I'm going to be going away for a couple weekends in the summer, and so we might have
a little break.
We might miss a week a month.
Yeah.
I'm going to say for the summer, but hey, it's fucking summer because
and you're doing stuff too. You're busy too.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I've noticed though a lot of my podcasts have reduced the frequency of. I don't know. I feel like I run out of podcasts to listen to right now this time of year.
I do too.
I'm like,
I've really been like listening to a lot of podcasts again late. Like I go through phases, and I go through phases where I listen to certain kinds of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, I do that
right
too.
now, I'm really into my true crime podcasts, which I have found more. And
I might have to. Ask you about these.
I will. And but then like I go through phases where I'm like really into like my nerdy podcasts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So although I did that Trey Crowder, I think is his name, the liberal redneck.
Yeah.
Has a podcast now.
Yes.
I have such a huge boner for him.
What is it called?
It is called Well Read, but it's spelled weird. It's like well R-E-D, I think it is, but it's all one word.
Okay, I'll have to find it somehow because, oh my gosh.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is. I just started that one. But see, because then sometimes I get into political podcasts, but I've been avoiding those.
I know,
because
they're
it's
hard.
just depressing.
Oh gosh,
and I don't want to fucking hear it.
I know. I read some horrible headlines one day that I was just like, oh,
it
dear.
ruins your whole fucking day.
Yeah. Like, and then I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna die, I might as well make some shit.
Yeah, right.
Like I just put it down, and
like,
I'm like, I'm just gonna be in my happy little bubble where nothing's actually wrong here, where I am right now, and I'm just gonna do this.
You're living in the moment.
I am, because fuck it.
She flipped the bird.
I flipped off the universe.
Turn, I am double fucking birding.
I know, because seriously. I just want to have fun.
Oh my God.
But I'm cranky too. So
I'm
it's
very cranky.
I'm in a weird space.
Me too. I'm in a very weird space right now. Had some weird shit going on. I don't want to really talk about it on the podcast because it's a drag, but they've just been emotional, weird crap happening. But
I don't know. Summer is always like that.
And now it's hot.
Yeah.
So summer's not my best month.
Yeah.
If you want to see Katie shine,
I like how it's a month
at her. In Portland. Actually, it's not. It's only June. And it's like the worst season for me. If you want to see me shine at my brightest, catch me at the very end of fall, like from Halloween until Valentine's Day is my jam. Like, that is when I'm
Yeah.
at my best. I kind of start to taper
So your like
off.
birthday is kind of right in the middle of
Yeah,
that,
it's like
yeah.
Halloween, and then Thanksgiving is really just the fucking placeholder between Halloween and Christmas and my birthday, and then New Year's bums me out, but it's just always, it's weird. I
It
have
is
this like
always
weird thing.
Yeah, I'm like,
I think it's because I'm
yeah.
sad that the holidays are over. Like,
Yeah.
but then
Because then it's like,
Valentine's Day happens, and
yeah.
it's all good. And
I love
fun.
September.
I love
the
this.
weather
I love
and
September when
October.
it's not an Indian summer.
That's true. Yes,
Because
yes.
seriously,
it can be freaking
September
hot in
can be
September.
the most brutal month of the year
Yeah,
in
but
Oregon.
The skies are always so blue.
I
and
love
pretty.
it when it's like crisp, and I want to go out and
Yeah.
walk, and like you can
Aw.
put on your boots. It's boot and knee high
Yeah,
weather
yeah.
again, and you can just. I went out to lunch with my friend
Aw.
Becky last week because I was super bummed, and I just put it like, I cannot be in this house alone with myself. Like, it was
Mhm.
just too much. So I was like, I gotta get out of the house. Did you see on Facebook? I said, who wants
Yeah.
to meet me for lunch?
I was like, oh, I wish it was me, but
Well, then I texted Becky because Becky works downtown, and I always forget that Becky works downtown because she didn't used to work downtown. She's like, I was just sitting here trying to decide if I was going to eat the gross lunch I made for myself or go bother my husband for lunch because her husband's a chef at a restaurant downtown. And so she goes, where do you want to eat? And I've been eating at the original diner downtown a lot lately, and I fucking love it. It's good food, good prices.
I don't think I've ever been there, but I've seen it.
Let's go there one time.
Okay.
We'll do that in the future.
Is
In
it
the fall.
old-timey?
It's just diner food.
Yeah.
But they serve liquor. But I never drink when I'm there.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Becky was wearing. So, our weather's been so weird. Like, it felt like winter midweek last week.
It
Like,
did.
it was
I was like,
pissing
I am shivering.
fucking rain. I had to turn the heat on again.
Yeah.
And Becky's wearing like her orange knit poncho. And I'm like, you look so cute. And she goes, yeah, I had to get into my fucking fall clothes again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is a beautiful burnt orange. It is a fall color. And she goes, yes, because I was freezing.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like, great.
It was weird. It's been
It was
weird.
weird. It was super weird. Lonnie, I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too.
I hate this when we should just see each other every week all the time.
I know. I know.
Because we're grown ups.
It's summer now, so I don't have to worry about school pickup times.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
true.
So that's exciting. But then I have to trust my teenager, which is
Oh,
another
that's
thing.
a rough one. Oh, dude, she's not fucking up yet. Are you kidding me?
Just a little, in small ways, but yeah.
No, I mean like awake. Like she doesn't.
Oh, she's not awake.
Yeah.
No.
I mean like she'll
Yeah.
be rolling her ass out of bed when you get home.
I know.
From this.
So that's why I feel like safe doing
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
she's sleeping.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Total jerk.
Teenagers are jerks.
I know. So gross.
Jerks. So
But I love them too.
I love them, but they're still jerks.
Yeah.
I love my husband, but he's a fucking jerk. Like, you know, that's just how things are.
My cats too, same way.
Oh, cats are the biggest jerks.
Yeah.
Did you see what my cat did to it's healing nicely now, but
Jeez.
it was the weirdest thing. So she meowed as I was feeding her, and usually that means I'm gonna be soups lazy, pick me up.
Uh-huh.
Because I feed her on the counter so the dog can't eat her food. So I bent down to pick her up, but really that was a clear the runway coming through. She was going to jump. So as I bent down to pick her up, she jumped and we did this like collision.
Oh no.
And then like I was trying to like, when I grabbed her because she was already jumping, it was like I fucking threw her.
Yes.
And so I kind of threw her into the wall. Her cat food flew everywhere. And she was trying to keep from like being injured. And so her hind leg landed on my arm and she like pushed off.
Oh yes.
And it was like a super deep, it wouldn't stop bleeding.
Those fucking hurt.
Oh my God. And it
Yes.
stings. And then all I can think of is like Princess Poopy Paws. Like she digs in the litter
Ooh,
box.
Yeah. All the
So I'm like,
germs,
oh, there's like
I
poo
better-
germs in my
Better
cat
just
now.
amputate.
Which I'm pretty sure
Just
cat poop
amputate.
germs are way worse than any other kind of poop germs because cat poop is the worst
Pretty
smelling
sure
of all the
it's
poops.
cause of all my mental illnesses is my
Cat
cats.
poops?
I don't know. I'm just blame. I just
And the
need
fact that
something
they
to
like to
blame.
they barf on the floor. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't this
Puke.
thankfully this cat is not
It's
a
how they
big
keep
barfer.
me in their control.
Mhm.
You know, if they keep me a little bit sad, I'm gonna sit down more and I'm gonna provide a lap for them.
Yeah.
It's an evil plot, man.
It is a fucking conspiracy. Cats are fucking jerks, yo.
but I still love them so much.
Well, because they're kitties.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not in here anymore, but look at that
why
face.
do they have to be so pointy?
Why do they have to be so cute?
I know, because
they're cute
so
and
cute
sharp.
Yeah,
all at once.
I know.
It's like this a weird cosmic
it's like,
fuck
I love
you.
you so how much? Ow.
So why are you hurting me? You're so cute and soft, but there's so many pointy things on you.
It's kind of like how blackberries are so delicious, but
they hurt when you pick them, and we're
Yeah.
gonna have a bad season this year.
no blackberries.
Nope.
Because my
most-
plants are like all mini, like
Because
It
it
has
has
not been enough
rained for
sun.
so long,
I
and there's
know.
not enough sun, and so
all my
nothing's
plants are
growing.
shorty.
Yep.
I have growing peppers. I have one pepper.
Do you know what kind of peppers I have?
What?
My sister-in-law gave us She started them the penis peppers.
Ooh.
They look like wieners. And the best part is, my husband doesn't know that his sister gave him penis peppers. So he's going to grow wiener peppers. And
That's
it's hilarious.
Awesome. That is.
I'm going to be like, you know why? Because you a wiener.
That's beautiful.
It is
Are they really
beautiful.
spicy or?
I have no idea.
Oh, doesn't matter.
No, because
'Cause
they
they're gonna be penis
seriously
shaped.
look like penises
Oh.
with a little foreskin. Like
Ooh,
with a
wow,
little helmet
yeah.
popping out the foreskin.
Wow.
They're pretty, and they even have like the little dip, like for like the
Nature
urethra.
is so funny.
Nature, you are hilarious. Actually, nature probably thinks it's pretty funny for making kitties cute and fluffy and pointy.
I
all at
know all of
once,
those
too.
things.
Nature
is
probably
a little
laughs like
jokester.
"Ha,
Yeah.
suck on that, humans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this animal big giant eyes that you can't
And the
resist,
softest
and
fur.
this little cute button nose, and this
Mhm.
little mew, and then I'm gonna make it fucking shred your face off.
And you'll keep going back for more.
And you won't be able. You'll be under its spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog, you're cute too.
Yes.
You're just less dangerous.
Yes.
He's sleeping.
Aw, that's good. Peaceful dog.
I was proofreading something for work yesterday,
Yeah.
and he was sleeping under this table, and I can't, when I'm proofreading things like newsletters and stuff, I can't have music, I can't have any
You have to really
sound.
focus.
And he was snoring so loud, I had to make him wake up and leave the room. I finally was like, dude, seriously, come on.
He was distracting.
He was snoring so loud. I have a loud old man dog.
Aw, that's cute.
Do your kitties snore?
Yes,
It's
one of them.
hilarious
Yeah,
when
Snowball
kitties snore.
snores so loud. Yeah, it's cute.
So I can't figure out a way to segue into our topic. That's why we've
Well,
been going
earlier
for
I was
so long.
thinking that I'm hoping mine isn't too similar to a clown. I don't know, but it's not. It's not a clown.
Okay, so
Calm down.
last
I
week
just don't want it to scare you.
I will scream and cry.
It's
and
not a
karate
clown.
chop you. If it's not a clown, it's not a clown.
Okay, good.
Just for the record, though, in my no zone for clowns.
What about like? Okay, this isn't what it is, but what about like Kiss face paint?
Oh no, that's fine.
Okay,
'Cause it's
okay, good.
Kiss.
Then we're
Come
good. Oh,
on.
okay. Or things like that.
That's fine, but
Okay,
no
okay.
clowns, no
Okay.
sad hobo clowns,
Yeah, no.
no mimes. Mimes are the worst.
Okay, yeah.
No
yeah.
mimes.
Dang it, because that
No,
show
like-
Baskets is so good, but
No,
it's
I
a
can't watch
fucking
it.
clown, and it's the best show, and you would love it so much. Oh,
Nope.
it sucks, man.
Look, I really want to love the guy. Like, do you know who Puddles is? Puddles the sad clown.
No.
He's amazing.
Oh, yeah, wait. He does the singing.
The beautiful voice.
Yes, okay,
And
yes.
he does. I
they do
love
covers.
his cover of Lord's Royals.
Yes, yeah.
I want to love him. He comes to town periodically. I forced myself to watch his audition on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
It made me cry because he cried, but he's still a fucking scary, and he's a scary French clown, which
yeah.
I mean,
yes.
we're just fucking merging mimes and clowns now. What the
Yeah.
fuck's even the point? It's like goddamn apocalypse. Keep the fucking clowns away from me. Oh my god, I gotta calm down. Anyway.
Well, you can put on his music and just listen.
I know, but then I see him. But I also get the irony of it and think it's hilarious. Like I get it.
Yeah.
But I still can't. Maybe I
Aw.
need like, what do they call that? Therapy?
exposure or
Exposure therapy?
yeah,
or
like on Maury,
version
how they would make
therapy,
people
or-
suddenly unafraid of spiders. Remember
Yeah, I
those
think that
episodes?
that's not a thing.
I know. I
Maury's-
think they just faked it.
Can you
They're
believe
like, yeah, this is fine. I'm fine holding the spider.
Or they were never afraid of spiders.
yeah, something.
Can you believe that Maury Povich gets to have sex with Connie Chung? Like, she's so fucking smart
And
and
beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
And she's such a fucking, like respected journalist,
Yes.
and then she's married to Maury Povich.
It is kind of
It's like a weird old pervert that does DNA tests and gets bitches to fight. Like,
yeah.
it's so crazy.
I wonder if that causes conflict in their relationship.
I don't know.
Or if it keeps it exciting because they're on two different sides of the spectrum.
I don't know. I think that's a romanticized version of the way that works, because
I hope she keeps him in check.
Oh, you know she does.
Yeah, he needs it.
She's like, no. Anyway.
Not okay.
Society
does not need that.
Society does need awesome, funny things, though.
Yes!
And altered cabinet cards are that.
Yes.
There, that was kind of a segue.
Yeah.
So I think last week we said that we were going to swap cabinet cards. So I'm going to talk about them a little bit before we do our reveal to each other. Okay. And then we'll take pictures and we'll tweet them, and we'll post them on the website when this episode comes up. So we tweet sometimes when we're recording because funny things happen. Like Lonnie, you need to make me a Katie Narwhal sticker for something, because I'm very sad. Every time I see that, I'm like, that's so cute.
I know. I will.
Also, I just realized that our water bottles kind of match a little.
Yay! We have bright colored. Yes. I was like, I feel like such a child with this water bottle, but
no. Oh, before we get started, because you said that, it totally reminded me of
and my insecurities.
Elisade's awesome message.
Yes. Are we gonna play it, or did we already?
No, we haven't. So I sent it to you.
Yes.
But we'll play it right now.
Okay.
Hey, Katie and Lonnie. This is Elisade. I'm at my workbench bookbinding and listening to the latest podcast about knit fabrics, which is awesome, and I'm totally digging it. But I had to pause and call in and say, Katie's totally right. Do not, let people make you feel insecure about what is cool. Either they're going to think it's cool, which means they're cool, or they're going to be like, oh, that's lame, in which case they are lame. So who gives a fuck what they think? Fuck them. Your shit's awesome. Okay, Lonnie? Don't apologize for your awesomeness.
I just thought
thank you, Elisade.
That was awesome.
So nice. You're
also,
right.
I really love it when people tell me I'm right.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Yeah, and a lot of it's my own insecurities that I'm still struggling with.
But I feel like, did
40s,
somebody recently tell you that you have toddler fashion sense? Or
no, I said that.
I know, but
the way he's like, did you make that shirt?
Okay, it was Roy. Don't get me started on Roy again.
Yeah. It was just that.
Roy, you're a butthead.
But it was probably my interpretation because I'm insecure like a slut. So anyway.
So who knows? But thank you for that, Elisade, and everybody should take that to heart.
Yes.
If you like something, and
own
actually,
it.
I have been doing this to myself lately.
Rock it, love it. Own it.
I don't know if you remember my old blog. When I very first that I would put on what was the thing before Facebook? MySpace.
Something seamstress.
I had it's still evil. I still have the evil seamstress blog, but it's just changed to something else now. But I did I used to have douchebag of the week, and I would write snarky things which were funny then.
Awesome.
But I don't think they're very nice, and I am working to be a nicer person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, douchebag of the week, I should clarify, these were people in the news that were criminals that just did really shitty, awful things.
Yeah,
the people I wasn't, but also...
Maybe they're just misunderstood.
No, it's just now when I see people in public and I go, ew, what is she wearing?
No, I know.
I check myself mentally. I'm like, you know what? Who fucking cares if she's got muffin top squeezing out of those shorts? It's summer, and if she feels good in those shorts, she should fucking wear those shorts.
Even if she doesn't, maybe that's all she has to wear.
Yeah.
And just yeah.
No, and I'm constantly check myself now.
No, I know. Because now I'm on all these sewing groups, and sorry, I'm sidebarring again.
No, but
I see some things that I'm like, oh, but then I go, oh, that means that's not for me.
Well, one of the ladies in the group recently,
I would choose. But good for her. She fucking did that. She made that thing. And,
are you in the curvy sewing?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was that group that someone was posting a picture of a dress that she didn't like, and she couldn't figure out why. And my first inclination was to say, wear a better bra.
Yeah.
Because I think that when the girls are up higher, it makes clothing fit better. But, oh my God, my nose is running. I don't know where my... Can you give me a tissue behind you? Thank you. It's so gross. Oh, it was
I
just
can't
ready
even.
to like crest my nostrils, like come out like, and it was tickling. Anyway, she said, and don't say put on a new bra, I'm braless by choice.
Oh, so you're
And
like,
then it made
okay.
me feel like, oh man, I'm such an ass. Because I would never say you need a better bra, but sometimes I do say maybe like
A better bra would probably
politely
make it look better. Maybe that's why you
would
don't
change
like
the
it,
line, but yeah.
You told me not to say that, so I won't say that.
No, but then I realized you don't like wearing bras.
Yeah, but today
But you, yeah.
I'm wearing one.
I don't leave the house without one. I feel very insecure
Yeah.
without a bra on.
No,
Like,
now that I've started losing weight, now I need one more. Because they're like, yeah, no.
I know. That's what
yeah.
I'm worried about too.
Yeah.
They're sad. I have to get a mammogram next week.
Oh.
And when I made my appointment yesterday, the lady goes, when was the last mammogram that you had? And I was like, gosh, my son was like 6 months old. So like almost 22 years ago. And she goes, oh, that's a long time ago. And I'm like, yeah, I have a different set of breasts now.
Yeah.
They're just sadder and less cool than they used to be. And it made her laugh so hard. I was like, oh, because they're sad. But anyway, the whole point in our little weird sidebar was embrace your shit. Like what you like.
Yeah, and just
Yeah, like we said last week.
And try not to be so judgmental. It's
Yeah,
hard.
no, I try,
know,
and
it's
I
really
look-
hard. It's like an instinct.
Every time I see a
It's like,
grown-ass woman wearing
it's
a
a
Winnie the
thing.
Pooh shirt
I
or a
know.
fucking
My brain, I know.
overweight middle-aged woman with a tiger tattoo, I say, Katie, that is their jam.
Yep.
You have Doctor Who on your arm. You have a unicorn on your arm. Just stop.
Yeah.
You don't have to like the same things.
Yeah. Yes.
Just stop it.
I know. I was listening to something about implicit bias, and I have that against certain things like that I'm like, and then I judge and I'll make assumptions.
Yep.
I'm like, oh shit. Man,
I work
gotta
really
work
hard
on
not to
that.
judge.
I know, it's hard.
It's exhausting work, but
It is.
I have been more conscious about it
It's
lately.
a funny, weird human instinct that, I mean, I'm sure it served its purpose, but it's just weird.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it did, like back in the cave days. You'd be like,
Yeah. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this one.
this person
Yeah.
looks like whatever.
Yeah.
So
And
they
then it turns
probably
out
have
they
leprosy,
kill your
and
family,
yeah,
or-
they're gonna
yeah.
eat
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna eat us or some
Yeah,
shit. So yeah, I mean, but no, I get it. Now we don't need it.
yeah, no. And there's other things to do with our brain power, like make cabinet cards.
But we do need cabinet cards. So some people don't know what they are, and I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of what they actually
like,
are.
why are there so many of them out there to be able to alter?
Well, people just get rid of them.
Well, I mean, like, was it something that you would have a bunch?
They were
made,
very
like, school
popular, yeah.
pictures or
So
something?
yes, because they
Okay.
didn't. So cabinet cards is a style of photography that was used for portraits
Mhm.
after 1870. Before that, they had little things called carte de visites, which are little visiting cards, and they were
okay.
smaller pictures. So people liked the cabinet cards better because they were larger, and they're called cabinet cards because they're made to be propped up in a cabinet with no frame or anything. Because they're like,
Yeah,
so
okay.
they are photographs that are 4.5 by 6.5 inches mounted on some kind of board
Yeah.
and like picture board. And the carte de visites, I don't know how, I'm not saying it right because I can't fucking speak French, but they're those are about a little over 2 by 3.5 inches. So know that if you get into a swap situation with altar cabinet cards and you are in it with people who do regular altered art or mixed media art swaps, you have to know the difference, because if you fucking come to a cabinet card swap with a carte de visite, you're getting fired. People are going to be mad at you, which I get because it's much smaller.
Yeah.
There's nothing saying that you can't alter one of the smaller ones, but cabinet cards give you a much better surface. So when you see old timey pictures of, like, they're kind of usually a sepia tone and they're just like a portrait of families, and nobody smiled because you had to sit for so fucking long. And also people's teeth looked really creepy in those, just because of the style of photography. They looked a little creepy. So rarely do you see someone smiling and showing teeth. But the reason that there are so many around is because this was people didn't used to have cameras. Like these, in fact, didn't.
So they'd be like, "Here's a picture of me."
Mm-hmm. You would get your family portraits done.
Okay, yeah.
And you could get them done at like street fairs and stuff like that, or go to photographers. So that was the thing that you did. And they didn't actually start dying out until the 1890s when home cameras became more and more common. Like people had them in their homes. They were really they were introduced in about 1860, and their peak popularity was in the 1880s and 70s. And it's always kind of sad to me that like somebody found a bunch of shit in somebody's attic and just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Like that's how you find these things. You can find them at thrift stores and antique
And doesn't
stores.
it seem like there's a lot of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are. And actually my friend, so when you buy these are over 100 years old. There's no copyright. The people that took the photographs or the people in the photographs are long gone.
Yes.
So they're your property. And I have friends who actually scan them and make collage sheets and sell sheets of paper. I always forget to scan mine, but it is a good idea. If you make the investment to buy one, you should do a high quality scan. Just because what if you ever want it again? And also, like the one that I was working on last week I ruined it. Like totally fucked it up beyond repair, so I had to throw it away. But she was cool, she was pretty, so I wish that I would have scanned it. But so before you start doing anything like that, I would totally scan it.
I know.
Another problem with these, because they're so old, oftentimes there can be damage to them. They're not in the best shape. Sometimes the board breaks. So, and sometimes there's a little mildew or water damage, or sometimes they get what's called foxing, those little rust colored speckles.
Oh yeah.
It is just common shit that happens with old photographs. So you might have to repair them. And I'm going to post a couple of articles because a friend of the show, Lisa Volrath, she was a guest. She has her Go Make Something blog. And I found an article about altered cabinet cards that also talks about repairing. Like she had one that was broken.
Cool.
So it kind of shows how she repaired it. And you really couldn't tell after she glued it back together that it had been broken. And also I recently did a cabinet card swap for my mail art group. We made postcards, and the one I got from my friend Luna in the mail was broken when it arrived.
Aww.
So you should probably put do not stamp on stuff like that, but
I know, I noticed mine are warped because of the, I should have pressed them flat.
Well, also I usually glue another thing on the back of them just to make them more sturdy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Some of them, there are different kinds of prints, and I don't think that I think I was a little overzealous in my note taking last night, but it's interesting that some of them are called albumen prints, and some are called silver prints, and those use the albumen found in egg whites to bind the what's it called? The negative to the paper.
Okay.
And those actually, so you can tell these by different colors. So these ones kind of tend to be more sepia toned. But if you get into the ones that look black and white or a little bit greenish, sometimes they're a silver print, and it uses a completely different process and uses the silver halides and their sensitivity to light. So there are a few different kinds. I just thought it was neat. I don't want to get too much into what they are. They all paint up the same. So when you're altering a cabinet card, you have this cool old-timey picture. And my favorite thing, and how I was first introduced to this, was cabinet card superheroes. So people are painting basically superhero costumes over the top and using the faces and the bodies and the poses of the people in the old-timey pictures. Yeah. And I love the juxtaposition of like the old-timey and then modern. Yeah. It's awesome. They're hilarious. I love them. They're one of my favorite things. I've done a few swaps. Yeah. But they're such a good time. They are a hoot. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. So I'm going to put some links up to some collections of cabinet card superheroes.
Oh yeah.
And some collections
some
of other
ones.
There are other things too, like other people
with the big brain thing.
Oh yes, with the weird
cool. Such cool stuff.
I've also, some of my favorite things, people do circus freak, cabinet card circus freaks. So they add like a beard to the lady. My favorite ones are actually a little beyond my skill level, where they're matching the colors and like and making them look like they're just this actual weird old time photograph. That like there's one and we do have a sizable Pinterest board for this episode. There are two little boys and the little girl in the dress in the middle. Somebody drew an eyeball for a head. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's just an eyeball. Yeah, but you don't, because they have perfectly matched the shading and the tones.
Do it digitally?
I do think that some of it is digital art.
I was wondering about.
I was going to talk about that.
Like, hey,
see, digitally altered cards.
Ah, say, oops, I was skipping ahead.
No, that was right in my notes, and I think that some people do scan them and then,
because then you can just use the little dropper
to match the colors and and some people are just better
but
like
some
that.
People can just match colors. I mean, I guess that's a skill that you can have.
I'm pretty good at it, but I'm just not good at that style of draw. Like they're actual
realistic,
very realistic. It's pretty intensely cool. I just want to talk about our favorite methods and our favorite subjects. Like I generally just like to use acrylic paints and paint on the actual photograph and paint the background. I don't like painting over their faces. Some people do. Some people give them modern, like colored picture, you know, they give them flesh tones. I don't like to do that. I think that I just like the weird old timey face.
Yeah. See, I ended up painting the face because of what I was doing, but just the eyes, but you can't really tell that.
Well, I like to go in and I use like my gelatos and just touch up the lips, put like a little color on the lips and a little color on the cheeks. And if I can, a little color in the eyes. But other than that, I don't paint their skin flesh colored or anything like that. But some people do. Yeah. And you'll see that. Actually, a lot of people do when they're doing the superhero stuff. But some people alter them and they're not really... They alter them by painting their clothing. Like just staining it a color so that it's... And bringing the color out like they did. Like they used to do that back in the... Yeah, they would add color that way. And you can use special colored pencils for that. And then they do amazing mixed media art stuff to the background of the photos. Or they're altering them by adding them to a mixed media piece and maybe adding beads and like shiny things and lace or whatever. I've seen them used as the cover to altered or art journals and altered books. Yeah. Where they put them in the cover and...
Totally.
Ouch. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. But so what was your experience with do you want to swap now? Let's swap now.
Sure. Yeah, I saw a good idea of just masking the face off and then being able to do all the background.
Yeah, and then just leaving the face.
Yeah. So how do you want to do it?
All right. Oh, I dropped yours on the floor. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh. I won't look. Okay.
I made 2.
I only had one because I ruined the other one. Oh. So I'll give you yours first because I'm very excited about him. God! I called him Mr. Mysterio.
That's beautiful. Well, here's one of them. I just left her face because she had the cutest face. I made a love bug. And then I went to Pride this last weekend, and I'm always inspired by these guys, the Portland Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
I love them. I love this so much.
I was like, I'm going to make him into a sister.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. I love it, Lonnie. Yay. Thank you. Now I feel like mine was lame.
No, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love the colors you used. He's so cute.
I might, and we'll put
out fabulous.
I'm going to tweet these now.
Mine are kind of crazy.
Yours are all crazy and beautiful, and mine's kind of boring.
went nuts. I was like,
I almost made him like a Greek god with like the olive branches around his head and like a toga.
Nice. But no, I love Mysterio. What is it, Mysterioso?
I called him Mr. Mysterioso.
Yeah.
I almost called him Dr. Mysterio or Dr. But that's a Doctor Who thing, I realized.
But see, then I thought about it. I was like, oh no, his face is painted. Maybe that'll freak you out. But
no. Oh, my microphone thing is
And I also was like terrified because I'm like, I'm not doing them justice. They always look so beautiful, but
no, they look amazing.
It's a likeness, I guess, because yeah.
Oh my god, do you see the mess I made on my table? I'm gonna tweet these.
Yay!
They're so awesome. This was so fun. I think that we should do more swaps like this.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about, because I want to do an episode about
Yes.
altering paintings. Do you want to do an altered painting swap? Like adding monsters? Like mine downstairs?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll do
I
that.
need to take pictures because I don't think I did. I'm gonna
Take pictures. Totally.
of all of them.
We'll put them on. Don't forget to text those to me or send them to me so that we can put them on the blog. And I actually recently did a swap and I took step-by-step photos, so I'll also post those
cool.
on the blog. But yeah, these are so much fun, and they're so much fun to just hang up and set around the house and just...
I loved her little face. It was hard for me to like to do that one because I was like, she's so cute. She had this little cute dress on. And like, I was just like, oh, she's smiling.
Yeah, you don't see smiling ones very often.
So I was like, I'll turn her into a cute ladybug because she's a little cute bug. Hee hee.
So you did a
These
lot more
were
embellishing
fun.
than I did.
I just went nuts because I was like, oh, I could do this and that. Yeah, I just got really, like I said, I've been a little manic or something and overly excited about these kind of things.
love this one.
I love it. Aww. He looks great. He looks great. I love the background and the colors, and it's awesome, Katie.
I made him like a swami with a turban
Yes.
and like a little question mark thing on his turban.
It's perfect.
And his little
Because
cape.
he has that intense look in
Yeah,
his
he
eyes.
looks very intense. And
Mhm.
he really had some crazy big ears, so he super needed a turban.
A turban. Yeah. That's great. How funny. I found myself thinking about like, what would this person feel about me doing this to their picture?
I wonder,
yeah.
would they think that I was an asshole?
I
I was
know.
thinking that the other day, but I always go like, no, you get to be a superhero.
I know.
So you're awesome.
Yeah, you get to be a sister, which is awesome because they do good stuff for the LGBT youth in our community. They're cool.
They're amazing.
I like them.
We were marching by them.
Yeah, and I was
In
like,
God damn it.
the Women's March.
Yes, thank you. My brain is like totally farty right now. So what I usually do when I'm doing an altered cabinet card, I kind of look at it and I look at it for a couple days and eventually it kind of presents itself like, oh yeah. So that suit and the way the folds are kind of make his pectoral muscles look big. So, because the superhero that I did them in a post has an awesome bod. Like he's ripped. I think you saw it, but I'll show you
was
a
the
picture.
hardest part for me is deciding what to do. And I was looking at all these cabinet cards and I was like, these are so much better than what I was like having all these, but then luckily it just came to me because I was like, oh, thank
They
God,
eventually
I have an idea.
do. Like I sit with them. Sometimes I sit with them for a while.
Yeah,
And then
like,
I'm like, oh man, I gotta figure this shit
damn.
out.
Yeah, I know, because we were on a deadline, so it's like, okay, brain, if you want to work on this, you better figure something out. Yeah.
This is
Yes.
the guy I did for the last one.
So cool.
So once I decide what I want to do, like where is he going to have a cape? Is he just going to be muscly? Is she going to wear like a cat suit? Like what am I doing? I then come through with a mechanical pencil. I like to use mechanical pencil when I sketch because it's usually a finer
Yeah.
line than a regular pencil, and you can do it more lightly because you don't want to push hard on these. That's one thing when you're sketching, because it'll dent the photograph, and it could also they can be a little bit fragile. You don't want to scrape up the image, so don't do a lot of wiping or rubbing.
Yeah.
When you're working on them.
I gessoed mine. Well, except for
you can gesso the background and stuff too. That gives it a little bit more stability. I don't usually, just because it's they're light colored. And I also like that sometimes, I don't know if you can see down here, the natural shadows in the background kind of give you the ability to make more shading in the background with your paint. But I sketch what I want over the top of the image. Like I sketch, like if I'm going to put a mask on, I lightly sketch the mask in. And then I generally do one thin coat of paint in the color with no shading. Just a base coat to give your later coats a little something to stick to. That can also be done with gesso. I don't tend to use gesso on these, mostly because I don't know if you've noticed, but gesso is pretty thick.
Yeah.
So it can give some texture difference.
Yeah.
To if you are leaving stuff, like I leave the faces black and white, or I just leave them the color of the image. But do you see I just lightly did a little bit of lip color and cheek color.
It looks great.
Just to make his face pop against that. But
which I wish I would have done to her face. Just she needs a little she needs a little something.
But and then once I do that, I just go through and start shading and building up very thin layers of color over it. And I do the background last, because the background's great at like just getting rid of little edge mistakes and stuff. You can butt right up against it with the background. And sometimes I just do a plain background. I tend to do that a lot. I've seen some of them, especially the superhero ones, where people like do a little cityscape and stuff in the background, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, but sometimes I do patterns. Like I almost thought about putting little question marks in behind him because he has the question mark on his turban, but
yeah. Cute.
What did you do? How did you do yours?
I just masked the face off, and then
Did you use painter's tape, or did you? How did you mask it? I
actually used washi tape. Because I had that stuff that Larry gave me, and then I actually took a razor to it, to cut around, because the washi tape is kind of opaque, so you can see, and then I just kind of cut around it to make the shape I wanted.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Peel off the extra, and then I gessoed the background, and then I sketched what I wanted, and I think I started by painting the background, which I should have. Like you said, I think it's better to end with the background.
That's one thing, since you mentioned tape, that I want to mention. I'm not very
experienced with paint.
Well,
painting.
That's how you learn, though.
I'm learning.
If you're using paint, like I put washi tape, metallic washi tape around the border.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just like to leave the old border, which is kind of cool. And you're going to want to use painter's tape. But because these are so fragile, even painter's tape can sometimes pull up the cardboard. So the
washi tape worked great.
Yeah, you want to use something that doesn't have a lot of stick to it. Yeah. And like even if you're painter's tape, you want to just stick it to a towel and pick up a little bit of fuzz to make it less sticky.
Yeah, yeah.
And then mask off your area like that. But do be careful with something super sticky like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really cool. This is so neato.
It's so fun.
They're a hoot. And you'll notice like on the back, like Lonnie's on the back of hers actually has the logo.
Yeah.
To the studio.
In Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia. Yeah. You see a lot of these from the East Coast. But this one just is plain on the back. The one that I gave you was plain on the back. And I put cardboard on it to stabilize it a little bit.
Oh, this is from Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
I guess we didn't talk about where to find these.
I found mine on Etsy.
Yep, I usually get mine on Etsy or eBay. You have to read the descriptions very carefully. People on Etsy tend to know a little bit more about it than people on eBay do. Like, not that people on eBay don't, but I think that I ordered cabinet cards and got the wrong thing once. So it was someone who didn't know the difference.
Oh, and they gave you the other kind?
Yeah, and then I showed up for the swap with those, and then it was like, those aren't the right thing. But somebody sent me, because it was the first time I'd ever done it.
Yeah.
So somebody sent me a couple cabinet cards. But yeah, and they're pretty cheap. The ones with families tend to be more expensive, and the ones with like spectacularly good-looking people tend to be a little bit more expensive.
Okay.
But I've noticed, like, because I saw this one guy, he was so handsome. And I was like, whoa, you're good looking. And then I was thinking, oh, he would be such a dashing superhero. And then I was like, I'm not paying that much for one fucking cabinet card.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I know.
So.
I was looking for inexpensive ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I skipped a lot of them.
Well, and it's, price them out. Price them out. You shouldn't, like, look at what other people are charging. Some people are just assholes and they think because something's old, they should charge a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
And it's just not, that's not the way it works. Who the fuck is... What you up to need, Nerdo? I don't even... Oh, what you up to, Nerdo? That's my husband. Oh, see.
Uh-huh.
He was an asshole last night, so now he's going to send me sweet texts all day because he knows that I'm going to be in a really shitty mood.
Nerdo is a sweet.
Yeah. Oh, Nerdo is like a pet name. He was really weird. It's better than when we first started dating, he called me Flappy McPucker.
Wow.
Because the first time I farted in front of him.
Oh, that's
he
right.
made up a song called Flappy McPucker to the oh my God, I can't talk, to the tune of Davy Crockett. So it was Flappy McPucker, and that's all I remember because it was terrible. I hope we're making these sound as exciting as they are, you guys.
They're
because
really
they're
cool.
really fucking cool.
There's so many things you can do with them.
I will say in buying these,
I was so intimidated at first. I was like,
I'm glad that you
oh
just
God,
did it.
I
Just
don't
do
know what
it.
I'm doing.
No, just
And
do
I'm
it.
like, I'll
And if
figure it
you're
out.
worried about it, go on YouTube. There are a million tutorial videos. And here's the thing about doing this. Like, the way I do it is not necessarily the way another artist is going to do it.
Right.
Everybody has their own way.
Yeah.
So there's no right or wrong way to do it.
That's so true. And so just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Nike. We're not trying to steal your thunder.
No.
We're not stealing your thunder. Just jump in, though, is the thing. Just jump in and take a chance. And if you're nervous about it, maybe you scan one and print a copy off and do a dry run, like paint it and just kind of
should have done. Yeah.
kind of see, okay, I like this, or just sketch over it and then apply it to the cabinet card
That's
later.
A great idea.
Yeah, it's all great in theory, but I'm a jumper inner.
I know. I'm just like,
I'm
doing this.
diving in with both feet. I'm gonna do this shit, and then
I'm slapping paint on it.
I think the one that I ruined, I threw in the garbage down there. It made me so mad.
Is it this garbage right
here?
here?
Yeah, she just looks dumb. I was gonna make like this little bat woman kind of thing, but I just got mad and threw her in there because I just ruined it. It's just stupid.
Where is she?
I don't know. My dog also got into the garbage and like threw it all over the place. So. Ouch. I have something in my eye. I did want to give you guys a heads up about going to...
Oh, that's awesome. I see where you were going with that.
Yeah, but it just looks not good. I'm mad at it.
Another Denver one. Maybe she's related to the...
They came in... Oh, I was going to say they came in the same batch, but they didn't because those were yours. But, I'll put her back in the garbage.
Okay,
I
sorry.
can't look at her
Bye.
face. If you find these in antique stores or junk shops...
Or estate sales.
Estate sales are a good place to get them, but you don't want the family to think that you're going to take them for artistic purposes. Like, that's weird. But although if they're selling pictures of their ancestors,
That's
I don't think they
true.
fucking care.
Yeah.
But heads up on that, because that is where they tend to be way more expensive. Like, there's a really cool junk store over on Hawthorne. I cannot remember the name of it. It's low on Hawthorne, and it's kind of below that awesome lamp store.
Oh.
But it's between... Do you know where Lardo is on Hawthorne?
Uh-huh.
It's like the block up from there.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. They have a lot of really
Lizard
crazy...
Lounge or something.
That's the lamp store.
Yeah,
or whatever.
okay,
So it's
yeah.
between those. It's on that block,
Oh,
but
yes,
between
yes.
them...
I know what you're talking about, yes.
It's a fire hazard,
Yeah.
first and foremost. Like,
Yeah.
there is crazy shit, but you can dig through there. I could be in there all goddamn day.
Yeah.
But their cabinet cards and stuff are way too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like, they're way overpriced. I would
yeah.
never pay that much for one. I just wouldn't. I would go on fucking Etsy or eBay
Yeah.
and buy them at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
There was one that was $12.
Wow.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you like, I think $5 is too much for sometimes. I'm like,
yeah.
nope, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even anything cool. Like, some of them there are really rare ones of like, I saw some that were like from Coney Island and like the circus shit.
Cool.
And those
Yeah.
were fucking awesome. But those were hundreds of dollars.
Yes.
Because they're very rare and they're really cool. Joe Schmo with his fancy twirly mustache is not fucking rare.
Yeah.
You don't pay too much money for it. People will try to fucking rip you off because, again, people think that old shit should be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And sometimes just because it's old shit doesn't mean that it's worth a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So stop with that.
Yes.
But again, estate sales are also cool places to look for stuff like that. But these are so cool. I can't stop looking at this one. I love it so much.
Yay!
I gotta get a new. I'm looking for a new like curio or bookshelf for my downstairs. Someday when my son moves out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the roll top desk that I have downstairs in his room, and I'm gonna put a bookshelf there where I can keep all my. I have downstairs books and upstairs books. Is that weird?
No.
And I'm probably gonna move my comic books to downstairs. Maybe I don't want people to touch my comic books. So I'll leave them upstairs. I don't want dirty hands all over them.
Yeah. No.
I'm looking at them like I can see them right now, and I'm kind of like, oh, because I just reorganized them because I'm gonna sell some. But I want to put stuff like that in, like have them downstairs where people can see them and enjoy them, because I have all my cool art up here and my downstairs is kind of bare. Really, I mean, I have some art on the walls, but I don't have a lot of shelfie space. We have a really small living room, so we don't have a lot of places to put stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's how mine is too. Yeah, we have this big brick fireplace taking up.
Yeah, you do have a lot of.
Yeah, and I'm like,
that is a huge fireplace.
That chimney down. It's all moldy.
Dude, you totally should. If you can have that done.
Yeah.
Because you don't use the fireplace, do you?
No. They say it ruins the resale value of your home, but
like getting rid of the chimney, the fireplace.
But it's gross.
Yeah, but if you have mold all over the place because it leaks, that's going to ruin the resale value of your home way even more.
That's so true. And it smells.
You could like just put like a built-in bookcase where it used to be.
Built-in entertainment center.
Yes, and that would. You can't take that shit with you when you go, so that will up the value of your home.
Yeah, because that's what people want.
Yeah,
they want a place for their flat screen.
They don't want a fucking leaky
I could put a
chimney.
Gas, like electric one or gas.
Yeah,
one.
you can get one of those Amish ones.
Amish.
The little Amish heaters that they make. They're like
seen those.
They look like a fireplace. They look like a hearth. They have a really pretty wood frame, but then it's like the gas thing in there with like the fake fire. It's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be fun.
You could do that.
I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna go knock my chimney down. Just kidding.
Lonnie, you're gonna need some construction workers.
Yeah,
just know that. So anyway, guys, I listeners, I think you should try the cabinet cards. They're so cool. I'm going to tweet the pictures that I just took right now. So you should follow us on Twitter if you're not following us on Twitter. I don't do it very often, but I do.
I don't Twitter.
No, I'm in charge of the social medias.
Sorry.
Around this part.
I'm on the anti-social media.
I do. I keep forgetting to talk about it in the announcements at the beginning of our shows. But I think a lot of people skip that shit anyway. Like, I skip that kind of stuff, so I'm going to take my glasses off for a couple minutes. We're having a contest.
Ooh.
And I keep forgetting to remind people that if you go to iTunes and rate and review, we are going to put your name in a drawing to win a Two Artsy Gals pencil bag. So you'll either get your choice, the Two Artsy Gals logo, or make some cool shit logo.
Nice.
My nose itches so bad. I'm sorry. I'm out of Zyrtec.
Oh
so.
No.
This is not a good time to be out of the Zyrtec either. It's really bad
later
right
about,
now.
have you tried the generic stuff and if it made you
That's what I use. It doesn't make me tired though.
Oh, you're so lucky.
So that is a big way that you guys can help us, is to rate and review us, because the more reviews we have and the more people that take the time to rate and review us, the higher we are in the ratings. So if you do that, it's like allowing people to find us more quickly, so we'll get a larger listener base, so we'll have more listeners to support the show. It's a really that always startles me. So yeah, go there, do that, screenshot your review, and then either email it to us at 2rcgals@gmail.com, or you can post it if you belong to our group, which if you don't, you should.
Yeah.
Our Facebook group,
us.
2RC Gals Making Cool Shit Yo, and post it there. And when we reach 25 reviews, we're going to do the drawing. And right now we have 8.
Woo!
So we had a little jump. We've had a few people do it.
Thanks,
And
guys.
thank you, everybody
That's
who's
so
taken the time to do it so
cool.
far. But
Yeah.
please rate and review the show.
Thank you.
That is like our focus right now. So anyway, next week we are going to talk about, because summer's here and people are going to be vacationing,
Uh-huh.
we are talking about travel art kits and how to put
Fun.
one together and what you should include and what you should leave out and blah, 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 and all that. So until next week, go make some cool shit, yo.
Do it now.
We will.
Good morning, Katie. This is your friend. I'm recording on the new Tascam. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons do, but every once in a while I take a break to poo.